Creep on in, on in, on in.
Birthright told me to draw it. Then we destroy it, and the monster's gonna go away.
Lori that sits behind you.
I'm gonna burn them up. Lori said that her mom said to draw the things that scared her, then tear it up or burn it, and then it'll go away. That's Tyrone.
This shit ain't over yet, bitch.
No. But I think it is.
Peace to the chaos beings. Once again, we're back with another topic. Today's topic, we're going to be talking about magic, your birthright, and how it's all around you. You came to this planet with magic inside you and all around you. So today we're going to be diving deep into the importance of using this magic and tapping into your birthright. Some people, when it comes to magic, may have their own perceptions of it and their own opinions, but today we're talking about how magic relates to your everyday life and how you can be inspired to use these abilities to your fullest potential. Even just in the smallest, simplest way, you can use these natural energies to your benefit. So what is magic? Magic is simply the projection of the natural energies around you and in your environment. You have control of these natural energies because they're within you and they're all around you. So even something simple, first it all starts with the imagination and visualization, and then follows the belief and knowing. If you can get those four aspects down, you'll be in control of your magic in no time. So let's first talk about the visualization that you must obtain when dealing with this magic. First of all, you have to have an open mind and you have to see where you're going with your magic and what you're trying to put into your magic. You must have an intent when you're doing these things. And you must see the finalizing result. So, take for instance, if you start, let's just say for example, the simplest thing is as if in writing something down on a piece of paper, whether it's something you're trying to see manifest, or whether it's just a picture or some type of inanimate object that you want to bring to life. You have that power because remember, you're the creator. You're the creator of your own universe. You're the creator of your own world. What world am I talking about? Your inner world. And from your inner world, you have an outer projection. You have the power to create. You always had this power. It's just no one ever told you this because they never simply known and you never simply known. So, as we talk about these things, let's dive deep into subject, From the moment you were born, you always had this knowing about yourself, or this feeling that you were different from others. You have the potential in you because you feel it at times. Sometimes when you're at your lowest moment or when you feel your weakest, there's a single little spark inside of you telling you that you're worth it and you have the potential to be great. You know that you're great. It's just something in your blood. It's in your DNA. It's in your essence. You live it, you breathe it, you talk it everywhere you go. You speak life everywhere you go. That's why it's power in the words. It's power in your words and it's power in the tongue. So once you step into this knowing and have confidence with your speaking, and you have confidence in your manifestations, you have confidence in your knowing, in your visualization, all these things play an important role and an important key into you holding this magic and using it for your benefit. You become the magician. You have the power to create or wield these talents. And the beautiful thing about it is it's yours. You dictate what what you want to see come true. Or what you want to bring to life. Sometimes it just takes your imagination to make these things come to be. Like I spoke in my previous videos, when you deal with your inner child, you get to tap into this imagination. You get to tap into this visualization. And you start seeing your powers manifest. See, as a child, you were pure and innocent, without a care in the world. All you cared about was having fun and being in the moment. That's all that mattered to you. That way, your power and your magic was able to manifest and live in the moment. So, there's a lot of things you can visualize, and there's a lot of things you can combine within your rituals. Whatever you want to see come to whatever you want to see manifest, you have that power to do that. So anything you put your mind to, I don't care how crazy it sounds, remember, you create the most powerful ritual is the one that you create on your own. Why does it work? Because you say it work. That's the whole key to it. It works because you make it work. You have the knowing and the capability of making it work once you put your intention into it. And when you get into these rituals and you get into stepping into your magic, you want to make sure you have a clear head. You want to be focused. You want to be at ease. You want to be relaxed. You want to have that confidence and that will behind you whenever you step into doing these things. And you also got to charge up your mind throughout the day. You also got to have, your mind in the right place, and constantly feeling the success, you know what I'm saying? Seeing the result as if it already has happened. That's the main key. Once you have that vision of you seeing it done, you being in the moment of having whatever you're trying to accomplish or whatever you're trying to see get done. As long as you got that vision and you can see yourself with it, the work is already done. The ritual is already finalized because you came into this right with that particular mindset of it's going to get done. And then once you do it, you forget all about it. You let it go. You do it and you let it go. Don't think about it afterwards. Let the universe take care of the rest. This is how you start programming your subconscious mind also. Once you start programming your subconscious mind, things will start manifesting for you. Because now you're putting it in the ethers. You're putting it in the universe. And what's the saying, how it goes? For every cause there's an effect. So it has to have an effect. For everything that you do has an effect. For every time you light a candle, every time you ignite that flame, there's an intention being set. The thing is, you have to take control of your mind. You have to take control of your mind and be the master of your mind. Because if you don't be the master of your mind, someone else will. We came into this world being conditioned and programmed by society and what it dictates. So now it's time to take our mind back. It's time to get back to our basics. It's time to get back to our power. It's time to reclaim what's rightfully ours. They've been knowing what we have. They was just afraid of us for us to use it. So they told us it was evil. They told us it was something that would harm us. They put these symbols into play to keep us in a fear-like state. But we know better now, because we are the magicians. We always have been. We are the all. We are everything, and yet we are nothing. We have the potential. So, this is a very inspiring video for me, myself, and you, because I'm a reflection of you, and you're a reflection of me. There's something special about all of us, and we each one of us knows it. You know it because you wouldn't be attracted to the stuff that you're learning today. It's something inside of you that's craving to know, craving to remember who it once was and will always be. It's that unique divine spark that lives inside of you, that's always breathing, always craving for the attention, always trying to get your attention to realize who you are. You feel it. At times, it don't matter where you are, whether you're at work, whether you're out in public, just a regular day. These moments come to you every now and then, and they remind you of who you are. You feel the greatness within inside of you. You feel that divine power inside of you. Yeah, and yeah, you have your moments where you have your lower nature calling, always trying to get you down, always trying to combat against the higher self, always trying to pull you into low-level things, always having you feel like you're depressed. That's what the lower nature is there to do. But you're not alone, because Source is always with you. Your higher self is always trying to keep you on the path. It's always trying to keep you on the path. I don't know if you guys remember, but you've seen the movie, the Gods of Egypt movie. There was a particular scene where Anubis was leading the girl on the path, but she kept getting distracted by the things that she was seeing. And it's something that Anubis had told her that stuck with me. And it was real unique the way he said it, as if it had a deeper meaning behind it. He said, pay attention. Don't get off the path. You know what I'm saying? The path is narrow and straight, and very few find it. But those who find it have everlasting and eternal life. Meaning your walk to your higher self. The walk is very narrow. A lot of people don't find it, or they can't stay on the path. We're all trying to get back home. We're all trying to get back to our greatest greatness. We all trying to get back to Sirius. At least, I feel like I'm connected to Sirius very, very, very heavy. For the past couple of days, I'll say within the last week, I've been having these messages come to me, these spiritual messages coming to me. So I've been looking up a lot of things, and I've been having a lot of ideas circulating. So I guess I'm just trying to make sense of it all and just let Spirit guide me. So my birthday is in August, August the 2nd. And within that time frame, within the months, June and August, July, I'm going to say July to August, it's the dog days of summer. It's the start, which is the star Sirius, is at its brightest. So it's just something about that. I always feel like I've been connected to Sirius at home. My life path number is 3. 3 is a very magical number. So 3 tells me a lot about myself. And my expression number. My expression number is 7. 7 being the Godhead, the God number. So deep down inside, I know I have this connection to the divine. Deep down inside, I know who I am. I feel it everywhere I go. It don't matter what I'm doing. I'm always having a constant reminder or some little niche in my ear where Spirit is telling me and reminding me of who I am. But at the same time, all things come together and will make sense. The key is to stay humble and have a great deal of humility within this journey. That way you can be open enough to receive these messages and whatever Spirit is trying to tell you. For some people it's easy, and from some people it's hard. It all depends on how open-minded you are and how attentive and alert you're listening to your inner self when it's talking to you. Spirit is always there making the first connection, but sometimes we dismiss it and push that little voice inside, and we don't really take heed to what it's saying. So we miss these important messages in our life when we get to ignoring these things. So it's very important and key role to pay attention to what your spirit is trying to tell you and what your higher self is trying to communicate with you. Also, we must be alert because there's always symbols around us daily throughout our day trying to communicate with us. Even within our dreams, there's symbols. Symbols are everywhere around us, but because we're so used to the everyday norm and going about doing certain things, we ignore these symbols, or we miss them because we're looking with these two eyes, the cheat. So we have to tap in and power up that intuitive side of us. We have to power up our first eye. And we do that by, exercising it, giving it the things it need. One of my favorite supplements I love taking is the Keiko powder. Keiko nibs. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Some people say cacao, I say Keiko, but those things are like energizers to the pineal gland. It helps decalcify it, get you some Tiger Balm. Heard my brother Dream talking about the Tiger Balm. It's a lot of things out there. You just have to, you have to look into these things and start applying these things for your spiritual growth. Meditation is very, very important. So I don't know how much we can stress that. Like getting you a meditation in every day and connecting with your inner world is truly important, because that's how you gain that astral light. And I just got this book, man. Now that I think about it, let me see. I was watching the brother Yosef, and he recommended this book. So, I looked it up. I got it. The book is called Spiritual Growth. I know y'all can see it. Spiritual Growth, and the author is Sanaya Roman. Real good book. Real good book, especially if you're starting off on your spiritual journey and, you're trying to find somewhere where you can find yourself grounded and you're curious to know. It's a good book for those people who's just starting off in their spiritual journey, and it's also good for people who've been in this thing for years and who just trying to edify themselves to grow. Haven't pretty got too much in it, but I know it deals with a lot of stuff dealing with gaining light, different ways you can gain light and edify your spirit and soul. It talks about vibrations, many ways you can raise your vibrations, how to respond to different situations, having control over the emotional body. It's a lot of different things, but most importantly, if y'all was looking at the video I put in before this recording, that movie was Tales from the Dark Side, I want to say. I could be wrong. Tales from the Dark Side. No, Tales from the Hood. I'm sorry. Tales from the Hood. Classic. I was checking that out. Watched it the other day. And I got that message, when I watched it, I was looking, I was like, man. I said, they putting this shit up in this movie, man. I say, look. I know, look, probably years ago when I first seen it, when I first started watching Tales in the Hood, probably seen it as a little kid, we wasn't able to catch on to a lot of stuff, but they always putting these things in these movies. So I love that because I can build off of that. I have a better insight and it gives me inspiration. So when I seen that, I was like, I gotta dive into this one, because as you seen, the little boy, he was real confident in what he's about to do. He was willing to do anything to get rid of that monster. He had his intent and everything ready. You know what I'm saying? Everything was set in place. He was doing a ritual. You know what I'm saying? He was performing it right. And what he told the man was, he said, my friend, his mom told him, you draw some stuff up, such and such, either rip it up or burn it, and the monster will go away. And he believed that. You know what I'm saying? He knew that. So You know, something simple as that. You know, that's getting your creative imagination to start working for you. That's getting that visualization. That's how you build your imagination and your visualization when you put these things into practice. I don't care what it is. You know what I'm saying? If somebody bothering you at the job, you know what I'm saying? If some type of issues you got going on at the house, you know, no matter where you at, you know what I'm saying? You have control over the situation. You always did. Who told you you don't? You always have control over what you're doing and the situation you're in. You have the power to manipulate these energies around you. You know what I'm saying? You create your day. That's what it's all about. Wake up with an intention to create your day. Try things out, you know what I'm saying? Like manipulate these energies around you. Instead of just going through the day, living throughout the day, and just being a part of the day, you own it. You own it. You create your day. You take control. You it's your world. It's your inner world. So this is how things start to shift. When you have this mindset, when you can tap into this power. You know what I'm saying? And that's what magic is all about. You know what I'm saying? When it's all around you, it's in the trees, it's in the grass, it's in the fire, it's in the water, it's in the elements, all around you. These natural energies are connected to us. That way they can be manipulated. You know, so and it all ties back to the divine magic, the divine power, you know. So I don't want to give nothing too long today, but you know, I'm at my 20-minute mark, which is good. So I'll catch y'all next time, Chaos family. You know what I'm saying? Like, go and subscribe and share the video. I thank y'all and love y'all for the support. Peace.